Hi, I'm Nancy, and I would absolutely love to share my testimony with the EE system. The EE system came into my life in October 2022. It was a huge year for me. I got into a really bad accident at work. My Achilles tendon had ruptured, and what happened was I ended up having to have surgery because I couldn't stay on my foot. My foot was completely detached from my leg. So I had a hardcore surgery basically on my butt for a very, very, very long time. Extremely painful. I was in a wheelchair for a while, and I got to a certain point, I think it was already mid-October, and I was looking for techniques and ways of supporting the body in its healing process. So I came across videos from Jason Shurka, Unified Healing, Dr. Sandra Rose Michaels. Absolutely fell in love with both of them. I've known Jason for a while, and I came across the doctor in that interview, and I knew at that moment that I was going to be part of this and that the EE system was going to be part of my life. So fast forward ahead, we found the EE system had come to Canada in my province, an hour away from my place. Totally thrilled. And Manon is the owner with her husband of Vivastrom. And Vivastrom is a wonderful, beautiful place. So comforting, so welcoming, so peaceful. And my first experience in the EE system, I actually met Manon. I had a great experience. I didn't know what to expect with everything that I had been through, but I found that within the 3 hours, because I always took 3 hours. For the first few weeks, I took 3 hours at a time, and I found that that's what I needed at that point to get ahead faster. And in the 3 hours, I would say my body felt like it had mini explosions. Not to scare anybody, but it felt like my cells were popping. It was just interior explosions. It's like everything was coming alive. And it wasn't a constant thing. It was just in spurts. And if I had to calculate, I guess it would be like, once every hour for 3 hours. So all of that experience of things popping up and exploding and just coming alive. That's what I felt like things were coming alive. I was super thrilled because I was super highly energetic, and it was a very late night session. Manon had always suggested that we take our detox baths, and I find that really makes a difference when you take your detox bath. I have to say that by the third session, something really wonderful happened that I wasn't even expecting, because when you live with something for so long, you don't realize you have it. It goes into the back of your mind and you just keep on trucking. So what happened was I noticed that afternoon that I had my session, I was with a lot of people in the room, and I started feeling a little something in my throat. Something was irritating me, and I couldn't get it out. So I would drink water and I still couldn't get it out. And what happened was I started coughing, and I was a little embarrassed because I didn't want people to think that I was sick. And at the same time, I needed to get that thing out. So finally, all that passed. And once that passed, I was able to relax. And when I did my bath that night, the next morning, I noticed my lungs weren't hurting anymore. Now, I've been living with this for years. Again, not knowing what was truly going on. But when you go from having something to noticing you don't have it anymore, the bells were ringing. Extremely excited. I was thrilled, more than thrilled, that I was breathing properly. Woke up and I was like, oh my God, I can take a deep breath. And it felt like my lungs were just clean and light. And whatever happened the day before, I knew had to do with the EE system. So I was super thrilled about that. And I just kept going back, and so supporting. The staff is so supporting. It became that place that you just go to get re-energized, resourced, and accompanied. So I want to thank Menno, and I want to thank the staff, and you know who you are. You have made, or you have been playing a major role in my journey of health. And I want to thank you for everything that you've brought to us. Hopefully whoever needs to hear this, whatever you're going through, the EE system accompanies you. It accompanies you and it supports you in your process, on your journey. The list is long. I suggest you watch the videos, other testimonies or testimonials, and you'll find your way through it. But I want to thank Menno and the staff at Vivastrom for offering up such a sacred space for presence and for health. Thank you so very much.